Hey everybody, I am in the woods, one of my favorite places to be. And when I used to go through the woods or on a trail in a park, I always felt like I was kind of separate from the birds and the insects and the trees and the plants. Kind of felt like I was just passing through, didn't really want to touch anything, wasn't sure if I should interact, didn't really feel like I belonged. And I'm realizing that we're all human, and for the longest time before modern days, this is actually where we thrived. So one of the practices that I'm learning right now is something called a sit spot. And the sit spot this is for the kids, whether you're 6 years old, 10 years old, 30, 50, we all can use this. And a sit spot, the cool thing about this is it's just a place to go and pretend that you're an owl or a fox or a tree or a leaf, an acorn, a mushroom. And when doing that, it allows all the other aspects of nature, all the other animals, the squirrels, the birds, the bugs, the deer, the raccoons, it allows them to be more at home and come closer to you without being scared. They might not even see you. It's really cool. So there are many ways and many different tools to use and practice, but we're just gonna keep it simple. If you're in more of an urban setting in a park, just kind of going into that place quietly as possible, and sitting as quietly as possible can be really all you need to be able to start seeing some wildlife coming around, birds, bees. And I posted a video in this as well called fox walking. You might already be familiar with fox walking, and I wouldn't be surprised if you were. But if not, you can kind of see that fox walking, it's mimicking how a fox walks through the forest very lightly. The outer edge of our foot and the ball of our foot is touching first, all the toes going down, and then our heel going down last. The weight is on the back foot, and that allows us, just in case we need to reposition our front foot because it steps on something pointy or something crunchy, we can easily shift our weight to that back foot and replace our front foot. It's also really quiet and allows us just to enter the forest as part of it rather than just somebody kind of clunking around in there. Another aspect that I like to employ in there is using owl eyes. And so owl eyes, just our peripheral vision. So if we put our hands out like this and I'm looking straight, we're wiggling our fingers. And as I continue to move them farther and farther apart, looking straight, I can still see my hands wiggling out here. Still can see them. Or if I go this way, up, and I'm still looking straight ahead, I can see them moving. And so that's kind of what we want to employ when just kind of gazing out and seeing if we can see some wildlife, some birds, see what they're doing, kind of spying on them. If we see a little movement over here, then we can focus in on that and see what's up. So fox walking in to the little sit spot using owl eyes, those are two really fun, cool things to be able to use around a sit spot. Sit spot's a place you can go anytime. You can be angry, happy, does not matter, and then things may appear, animals, wildlife, and they won't see you as a threat, but really just almost as part of the forest. And that's when we begin to build a relationship. So I hope that helps. I definitely have not covered, like, I've probably only covered 1% of all of these different mindfulness practices, but just wanted to offer something that we utilize in forest school. But I know all these different organizations and people and schools practice similar things. So just some stuff that I'm learning, and maybe you're hearing about it for the first time, or you practice it, but you need that nice gentle nudge to keep it into your routine. So thank you. I hope you enjoy some nature, and we'll see you next time.